Hello, everyone. Hiding in the Philippines here. I'd like to first and foremost apologize for not posting a video last Sunday. I had to work, and by the time I got home, there just wasn't enough gas left in the tank to shoot a proper video, so I had to skip it, and I do apologize. But let's move along. It's another Sunday, and here's another video for you. Today's video is going to be about something that's going to affect my future here very shortly, and I thought I'd share it with you. It's spousal visa or fiance visa. Which one is going to be right for me? Which one should I choose? Because from what I understand, after pouring through countless videos, it's it's individual. Every case is individualized. No two cases are going to be the same because there's going to be different circumstances involved in your relationship. In the coming together of the two people. So what I found out, like I said, after pouring through, I've watched so many videos, and I went to the government websites and I looked at the applications, and read through them and seen exactly what I would physically have to come up with as far as information, documentation, and it's a lot. I mean, it is a lot of stuff. I mean, so if you only half-ass want this, you know, you better think again because you need to really want this, especially if you're going to try and do it by yourself. Which depending on your financial situation, I personally don't have a lot of money. You know, I know some of you fellas out there. You've got fat bank accounts and you can hire an immigration lawyer and just put it in their laps and let them handle it. I'm not going to be able to go that route. I just don't have the money. So what I have found out, we'll just get into this, is for the spousal or the fiance visa, which was popularized by television. We all, saw the Filipina and the little short dude with the black socks that went up to his knees. Anyway, just the application process for that is $675. I mean, just to turn in your paperwork. Now, not only that, it's going to take anywhere from the start to the finish 12 to 18 months. That's what everybody says. I'm sure there's some exceptions to the rule, but the standard so far, from what I can see on the fiance visa, is 12 to 18 months. Now, once again, I said the application fee was $675. Now, there's going to be hidden fees. Other than that, that's just the main fee to get you going. She has to get a physical. From what I understand, that's like 120. They got a person or whoever, and it's a standard fee 120. Okay, well, my girl lives in Cebu, and that's quite a ways from Manila. You're either gonna have to fly there or take a ferry, and to get to the ferry, you got to take a bus, a jeepney, probably a camel, a Sherpa. I mean, it's a thing. So probably the way I'll do it is I'll just have her fly up to Manila, fly round trip, so that's going to cost a little bit of money. I'm not sure how much, let's say a couple $100. And then when she gets to Manila, I can't just have her sleeping on the street. That would be wrong. What kind of future husband would I be if I didn't get her a proper accommodation for her night's rest? So now we're talking about a hotel, and while she's there, she's got to eat something, you know. So, I mean, food doesn't cost a lot of money, but I mean, still, that's money. It's money that you're going to have to spend. Now, the biggest thing is okay, let's just say that, the application's been approved. Now your girl has got to go and sit before an interviewer. Okay. That interviewer is going to sit down and grill this girl that you want to make your wife. Now, they want to know everything. I mean, you have to, at that moment, she has to prove that there's a relationship. Now, whoever the interviewer is a professional. They've been doing this for a while, and they're, you may not want to think of it this way, but they're trying to, help you out in the long run to find out if you're with a gold digger or a scammer, or, she's up to some bullshit. They reject the thing, go, look, man, I'm sorry, but, no. Okay. Because not all the girls that you're going to bring before these interviewers, I mean, they know the questions to ask to figure out, is this a real relationship? Does this girl truly love you? Show me some pictures. Show me some love notes. Prove to me that you two are really in a relationship, you know. So, like I said, once again, these are hired professionals, so that you know they understand and can smell bullshit. Okay, so you've made it through the process. You know, you got through the interview. You get the visa. So boom, over the plane she comes, lands. Okay, now you have 90 days to get married. Okay, fantastic. Brought your girl here. You're madly in love. You're going to get married. That costs money. You know, if you live in America, you know damn well it costs money. Now you can go a couple routes. You can go justice of the peace, which I believe is pretty inexpensive. You know, you just the peace. You go up there and it costs you maybe $100. You know, for everything. You know, I don't know. I have no idea. Your marriage license. They say their words, and boom, you're married. Now after that, you have to file additional paperwork. And from what I understand, it's like another 500-600 bucks to get that green card going to where she can become a permanent resident and stay in the country. Now, having said that, be aware of the fact that she has to stay here for 2 years on the fiance visa, 2 years before she can leave the country. If she decides that she doesn't want to be here and wants to go back home to the Philippines before the 2 years is up, the immigration process is dead right then and there. The minute she gets on the plane and goes back to the Philippines, the immigration process is over. You're done. Okay, she's not going to be getting a green card. You know, everything is just done and over with. So just be aware of that. Now, I've just glossed over it. I mean, they really want to know everything about you, man. When you look at that application process, and I mean, you really read through it, they want to know everything. They want to know how long have you lived where you lived, how, you know, what's your work history. They want to know your financial history. Can you take care of this girl? You know, they want to know, do you have a criminal history? And if you do, what kind of a criminal are you? You know, because some of that shit's going to get you disqualified. They're not going to let, you know, depending upon your charge, they're not going to let you bring one of their beloved daughters to the United States. You know, they're protecting their women, and I'm kind of for it. You know, there's some nefarious guys out there. You know, what do they call them? Sociopaths that are professional liars, and they can lie, you know, and beat a lie detector test because they don't think they're. You know, I don't really know the definitions, but they're professional liars. So you know, you get one of these guys, you know, that slips through the cracks. You know, they're trying to avoid all that. They don't want. You just can't bring a Filipino over here. You know, there's a process, and I'm for it. Like I said, I'm for it. Uh, Now, you should go to the website yourself if you're thinking about doing this and just look at the web application process. You know, I got a passport, you got a passport probably, and that was kind of lengthy too. They want to know all kinds of stuff, where your mom and dad were, you know, what county they were born in. Well, I mean, it's like that, but more, way, way more. Now, having said all that, that's the fiance visa. Now, I myself am leaning towards the spousal visa. You know, and for personal reasons, it's not about expedience or anything like that. I found my person. You know, I found someone that I love, and she loves me back. You know, and it's not pretentious. So I would like to be married. I would like to be married and have a wife. You know, so that's what I'm going to do. My plan is to go back to the Philippines and acquire my wife. You know, I plan on getting married in the Philippines. And then I'll apply for the spousal visa, and it'll just be the truth. It's not going to be hard to prove, you know, that we're in a relationship. You know, we're married. You know, we're going to have a church wedding. Gladys wants to have a church wedding where her mom and dad got married. And if that's what she wants, damn it, well, that's what she's going to get. Now, it's not really expensive to get, as expensive like here in the States to get married, but she could have a very nice, beautiful wedding that's going to be affordable for me, you know, to put on, and it'll be a beautiful day for her, you know, with plenty of pictures, family, friends, memories, you know. Once again, you know, so we'll get married, and then after we get married, I'll immediately file the application process. Okay, and then it's just going to take as long as it takes, because one of the things that I personally, you know, I want to retire when I'm 62, and that's coming up. So I don't want Gladys to be here for 2 years, locked in here for 2 years, because I don't want to be here for 2 years. Do you understand that? I just want to be able to bring my wife to my home here to help me pack this thing up and get it cleaned up. I have no intention of having her come here and work. That's not the plan. I don't want her to work. I don't at all. The only job she's going to have for the rest of her natural days is, to look after my sorry old ass. And she seems content to do that and happy about it. I've got a couple of business ideas that we're going to do when I live in the Philippines, but that's for the future. And I'll share that with you in the future. I got a business we're starting right now that I'm here, but that's another future video. So instead of trying to push this thing to fit my timeline, I think that's futile on my part, because it's things happen when they happen, and to get all frustrated and try and push it, I think it's going to cause a lot more harm than good. Sitting around going, oh my God, is the mail? Watching the mail. I'm going to go be with my wife. I'm going to go get married. We're going to have a nice wedding, and then we'll file the paperwork and see what happens. I'm hoping for the best. So far the best has been happening to me. So why wouldn't I think it's just going to keep going that way? Why would I put some negative spin on some shit I have no idea about? I really don't. Now, I would like to say that this is the end of this video. It is, in a way. This is going to be a part 1, because I know that I'm ignorant about this subject, so I am going to seek an immigration lawyer and have a consultation, because I don't want to waste my money. I want to know which application would be the best for me, and I need a professional to help me out with that, because I have circumstances, and like I said in the beginning of the video, we all have circumstances, and to bring two people together, it's just not as easy. It's easy to bring them together as people, but according to the government, they're going to make it hard, to bring the two. They want their paperwork, and you're going to give unto Caesar what belongs to Caesar, and he wants paperwork and proof, and I'm okay with that. All right, this has been the end of part 1 on Haydn and his visa. Endeavor, desire, hope, dream, ciao. Be as good as you can.